Seven Against Thebes by Aeschylus. Translated by EDA Mooreshead. This is a Librivox recording. All Librivox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit librivox.org. Seven Against Thebes. Cast of Characters. Narrator, read by Charlotte Duckett.
Eteocles, read by Daniel Vermont.
Chorus 1, read by Elizabeth Klett.
Chorus 2, read by Libby Gaughan.
Spy, read by Cynthia Moyer.
Antigone, read by Amanda Friday.
Ismene, read by Capricia Page.
Herald, read by Alan Mapstone.
Seven Against Thebes by Aeschylus.
Clansmen of Cadmus, at the signal given by time and season, must the ruler speak, who sets the course and steers the ship of state with hand upon the tiller, and with eye watchful against the treachery of sleep. For if all go aright, thank heaven, men say, but if adversely, which may God forfend, one name on many lips, from street to street, would bear the bruit and rumor of the time. Down with Eteocles! A clamorous curse, a dirge of ruin. May averting Zeus make good his title here, in Cadmus hold. You, it beseems now, boys, unripened yet to lusty manhood, men gone past the prime and increase of the full begetting seed, and those whom youth and manhood well combined. Array for action! All to rise in aid of city, shrines, and altars of all powers who guard our land, that ne'er, to end of time, be blotted out the sacred service due to our sweet motherland, and to her brood. For she it was, who to their guest right called your waxing youth, was patient of the toil, and cherished you on the land's gracious lap, alike to plant the hearth and bear the shield in loyal service for an hour like this. Mark now, until today luck rules our scale, for we, though long beleaguered, in the main have with our sallies struck the foeman hard. But now the seer, the feeder of the birds, whose art unerring and prophetic skill of ear and mind divines their utterance without the lore of fire interpreted, foretelleth, by the mastery of his art, that now an onset of Achaea's host is by a counsel of the night designed to fall in double strength upon our walls. Up and away, then, to the battlements, the gates, the bulwarks. Don your panoplies, array you at the breastwork, take your stand on floorings of the towers, and with good heart stand firm for sudden sallies at the gates. Nor hold too heinous a respect for hordes sent on you from afar. Some God will guard. I, too, for shrewd espial of their camp, have sent forth scouts, and confidence is mine. They will not fail nor tremble at their task, and with their news I fear no foeman's guile.
Enter a spy.
Eteocles, high king of Cadmus' folk, I stand here with news certified and sure from Argos' camp, things by myself descried. 7 warriors yonder, doughty chiefs of might, into the crimsoned concave of a shield have shed a bull's blood, and with hands immersed into the gore of sacrifice have sworn by Ares, lord of fight, and by thy name, blood-lapping terror. Let our oath be heard, either to raze the walls, make void the hold of Cadmus, strive his children as they may, or, dying here, to make the foeman's land with blood impasted. Then, as memory's gift, unto their parents at the far-off home, chaplets they hung upon Adrastus' car, with eyes tear-dropping, but no word of moan. For their steeled spirit glowed with high resolve, as lions pant with battle in their eyes. For them no weak alarm delays the clear issues of death or life. I parted thence, even as they cast the lots, how each should lead, against which gate his serried company. Rank then thy bravest, with what speed thou mayst, hard by the gates, to dash on them, for now full armed the onward ranks of Argos come. The dust whirls up, and from their panting steeds white foamy flakes like snow bedew the plain. Thou, therefore, chieftain, like a steersman skilled, enshield the city's bulwarks, ere the blast of war comes darting on them. Hark the roar of the great land storm with its waves of men. Take fortune by the forelock. For the rest, by yonder dawn light will I scan the field, clear and aright, and surety of my word shall keep thee scatheless of the coming storm.
O Zeus and Earth and city-guarding gods, and thou, my father's curse of baneful might, spare ye at least this town, nor root it up by violence of the foemen, stock and stem. For here, from home and hearth, rings Hellas' tongue. Forbid that e'er the yoke of slavery should bow this land of freedom, Cadmus hold. Be ye her help. Your cause I plead with mine. A city saved doth honor to her gods.
Exit Eteocles, etc. Enter the chorus of maidens.
I wail in the stress of my terror, and shrill is my cry of despair. The foemen roll forth from their camp as a billow, and onward they bear. Their horsemen are swift in the forefront, the dust rises up to the sky. A signal, though speechless, of doom, a herald more clear than a cry. Hoof-trampled, the land of my love bears onward the din to mine ears. As a torrent descending a mountain, it thunders and echoes and nears. The doom is unloosened and cometh.
O kings and O queens of high heaven, prevail that it fall not upon us. The sign for their onset is given. They stream to the walls from without, white shielded and keen for the fray. They storm to the citadel gates. What god or what goddess can stay the rush of their feet? To what shrine shall I bow me in terror and pray?
O gods, high-throned in bliss, we must crouch at the shrines in your home. Not here must we tarry and wail, shield clashes on shield as they come. And now, even now, is the hour for the robes and the chaplets of prayer. Mine eyes feel the flash of the sword, the clang is instinct with the spear.
Is thy hand set against us, O Ares, in ruin and wrath to o'erwhelm thine own immemorial land? O God of the golden helm, look down upon us, we beseech thee, on the land that thou lovest of old.
And ye, O protecting gods, in pity your people behold. Yea, save us, the maidenly troop, from the doom and despair of the slave. For the crests of the foemen come onward, their rush is the rush of a wave rolled on by the war god's breath. Almighty One, hear us, and save from the grasp of the Argives' might.
To the ramparts of Cadmus they crowd, and clenched in the teeth of the steeds the bits clink horror aloud. And the 7 high chieftains of war, with spear and with panoply bold, are set by the law of the lot to storm the 7 gates of our hold.
Be near and befriend us, O Pallas, the Zeus-born maiden of might.
O Lord of the steed and the sea, be thy trident uplifted to smite in eager desire of the fray, Poseidon.
And Ares come down, in fatherly presence revealed, to rescue harmonious town.
Thine too, Aphrodite, we are. Thou art mother and queen of our race. To thee we cry out in our need. From thee let thy children have grace. Ye too, to scare back the foe, be your cry as a wolf's howl wild.
Thou, O the wolf-lord, and thou of she-wolf Leto the child, woe and alack for the sound, for the rattle of cars to the wall, and the creak of the grinding axles.
O Hera, to thee is our call.
Artemis, maiden beloved, the air is distraught with the spears, and whither doth destiny drive us, and where is the goal of our fears?
The blast of the terrible stones on the ridge of our wall is not stayed. At the gates is the brazen clash of the bucklers. Apollo to aid!
Thou too, O daughter of Zeus, who guidest the wavering fray.
To the holy decision of fate, Athena, be with us today. Come down to the sevenfold gates, and harry the foemen away.
O gods, and O sisters of gods, our bulwark and guard, we beseech that ye give not our war-worn hold to a rabble of alien speech. List to the call of the maidens, the hands held up for the right.
Be near us, protect us, and show that the city is dear in your sight. Have need for her sacrifice holy, and thought of her offerings take. Forget not her love and her worship. Be near her, and smite for her sake.
Re-enter Eteocles.
Hark to my question, things detestable. Is this a right, and for the city's weal, and helpful to our army thus beset, that ye, before the statues of our gods, should fling yourselves, and scream and shriek your fears? Immodest, uncontrolled. Be this my lot, never in troublous nor in peaceful days to dwell with aught that wears a female form. Where womankind has power, no man can house. Where womankind feeds panic, ruin rules alike in house and city. Look you now, your flying feet, and rumor of your fears, have spread as soulless panic on our walls, and they without do go from strength to strength, and we within make breach upon ourselves. Such fate it brings to house with womankind. Therefore, if any shall resist my rule, or man, or woman, or some sexless thing, the vote of sentence shall decide their doom, and stones of execution past escape shall finish all. Let not a woman's voice be loud in council. For the things without, a man must care. Let women keep within. Even then is mischief all too probable. Hear ye? Or speak I to unheeding ears?
Ah, but I shudder, child of Oedipus. I heard the clash and clang. The axles rolled and rumbled. Woe to us, fire-welded bridles rang.
Say, when a ship is strained and deep in brine, did e'er a seaman mend his chance who left the helm to invoke the image at the prow?
Ah, but I fled to the shrines, I called to our helpers on high. When the stone shower roared at the portals, I sped to the temples aloft, and loud was my call and my cry, Look down and deliver, immortals.
Aye, pray amain that stone may vanquish steel. Were not that grace of gods? Aye, methinks, when cities fall, the gods go forth from them.
Ah, let me die, or ever I behold the gods go forth in conflagration dire. The foemen's rush and raid, and all our hold wrapped in the burning fire.
Cry not on heaven in impotent debate. What saith the saw? Good saving strength, in verity, out of obedience breeds the babe prosperity.
'Tis true, yet stronger is the power divine, and oft when man's estate is overbowed, with bitter pangs disperses from his eyne the heavy hanging cloud.
Let men with sacrifice and augury approach the gods when comes the tug of war. Maids must be silent and abide within.
By grace of the gods we hold it, a city untamed of the spear, and the battlement wards from the wall the foe and his aspect of fear. What need of displeasure herein?
Aye, pay thy vows to heaven, I grudge them not. But, so thou strike no fear into our men, have calm at heart, nor be too much afraid.
Alack, it is fresh in mine ears, the clamour and crash of the fray, and up to our holiest height I sped on my timorous way, bewildered, beset by the din.
Now, if ye hear the bruit of death or wounds, give not yourselves o'ermuch to shriek and scream, for Ares ravens upon human flesh.
Oh, but the snorting of the steeds I hear.
Then, if thou hearest, hear them not too well.
Hark, the earth rumbles as they close us round.
Enough if I am here, with plans prepared.
Alack, the battering at the gates is loud.
Peace, stay your tongue, or else the town may hear.
O warders of the walls, betray them not.
Bestrew your cries, in silence face your fate.
Gods of our city, see me not enslaved.
On me, on all, thy cries bring slavery.
Zeus, strong to smite, turn upon foes thy blow.
Zeus, what a curse are women, wrought by thee!
Weak wretches, even as men, when cities fall.
What? Clasping gods, yet voicing thy despair?
In the sick heart fear maketh prey of speech.
Light is the thing I ask thee. Do my will.
Ask swiftly, swiftly shall I know my power.
Silence, weak wretch, nor put thy friends in fear.
I speak no more. The general fate be mine.
I take that word as wiser than the rest. Nay, more. These images possess thy will. Pray, in their strength, that heaven be on our side. Then hear my prayers withal, and then ring out the female triumph note, thy privilege. Yea, utter forth the usage Hellas knows, the cry beside the altars, sounding clear encouragement to friends, alarm to foes. But I, unto all gods that guard our walls, lords of the plain or warders of the mart, and to Isthmus stream and Dirge's rills, I swear, if fortune smiles and saves our town, that we will make our altars reek with blood of sheep and kine, shed forth unto the gods, and with victorious tokens front our fannies. Corsets and cases that once our foemen wore, spear-shattered now, to deck these holy homes. Be such thy vows to heaven. Away with sighs, away with outcry vain and barbarous that shall avail not in a general doom. But I will back, and with 6 chosen men, myself the 7th, to confront the foe in this great aspect of a poised war, return and plant them at the 7-fold gates, or ere the prompt and clamorous battle scouts haste to inflame our council with the need.
Exit Eteocles.
I mark his words, yet dark and deep my heart's alarm forbiddeth sleep. Close clinging cares around my soul enkindle fears beyond control, presageful of what doom may fall from the great leaguer of the wall. So a poor dove is faint with fear for her weak nestlings, while anew glides on the snaky ravisher. In troop and squadron, hand on hand, they climb and throng, and hemmed we stand, while on the warders of our town the flinty shower comes hurtling down.
Gods born of Zeus, put forth your might for Cadmus' city, realm, and right. What nobler land shall e'er be yours, if once ye give to hostile powers the deep rich soil, and Dirce's wave, the nursing stream Poseidon gave, and Tethys' children? Up and save! Cast on the ranks that hem us round a deadly panic, make them fling their arms in terror on the ground, and die in carnage. Thence shall spring high honour for our clan and king.
Come at our wailing cry, and stand as throned sentries of our land. For pity and sorrow it were that this immemorial town should sink to be slave of the spear, to dust and to ashes gone down, by the gods of Achaean worship and arms of Achaean might, sacked and defiled and dishonoured, its women the prize of the fight, that hailed by the hair as a steed, their mantles dishevelled and torn, the maiden and matron alike should pass to the wedlock of scorn.
I hear it arise from the city, the manifold wail of despair. Woe, woe for the doom that shall be, as in grasp of the foemen they fare. For a woe and a weeping it is, if the maiden in violet flower is plucked by the foe in his might, not culled in the bridal bower. Alas for the hate and the horror, how say it? Less hateful by far is the doom to be slain by the sword, hewn down in the carnage of war.
For wide, ah, wide is the woe when the foeman has mounted the wall. There is havoc and terror and flame, and the dark smoke broods over all. And wild is the war god's breath as in frenzy of conquest he springs, and pollutes with the blast of his lips the glory of holiest things. Up to the citadel rise clash and din, the war net closes in. The spear is in the heart, with blood imbrued young mothers wail aloud, for children at their breast who scream and die.
And boys and maidens fly, yet 'scape not the pursuer in his greed to thrust and grasp and feed. Robber with robber joins, each calls his mate unto the feast of hate. The banquet lo is spread, seize, rend and tear, no need to choose or share. And all the wealth of earth to waste is poured, a sight by all abhorred.
The grieving housewives eye it, heaped and blent. Earth's boons are spoiled and spent, and waste to nothingness. And oh, alas, young maids, forlorn ye pass, fresh horror at your hearts, beneath the power of those who crop the flower. Ye own the ruffian ravisher for lord, and night brings rights aboard. Woe, woe for you! Upon your grief and pain there comes a fouler stain.